Hi, my name is Janae Ryder, and this is my video blog for week 4 on um, my identity, my social identity. And I have to tell you, I'm not a fan of social media, simply because I'm very much an introvert. Social media users would probably label me a lurker because I do watch what others do on social media, but very seldom do I respond or even initiate the sharing of information online. Because of this, my digital identity and my real world self are pretty much the same. If I dislike the movie everyone else is raving about on social media, I'll probably keep that information to myself unless I'm having a face-to-face conversation or an actual verbal conversation with someone else. Now, I do utilize technology for specific purposes, such as communicating with my family and keeping track of my kids, but I don't let it overwhelm my life and my everyday practices. I still believe in having actual conversations with my husband and children, and I would rather call my sister than send random texts. But there are a few areas that technology does allow me to express myself. For example, I love music, so Pandora is a perfect way for me to find the music I like, no matter what anyone else thinks of it, and enjoy it whenever I need to de-stress or decompress from the day. I also love to read, so I utilize Amazon Kindle, and I find books that interest me and maybe even inspire me to write, which is something that I've had very little time to do lately. I also believe that technology doesn't shape who I am, but like most people, I feel lost without my cell phone. So in that way, technology has shaped a part of me that needs to be connected or available, even if no one's calling or texting. I have noticed how technology is shaping my children, though. My youngest loves Snapchat, and he's constantly posting pictures and commenting on his friends' pictures, even going so far as to tease his older brother about the number of followers he has. He wants to connect to people regularly, and he wants to be accepted for what he posts and what he shares. He's trying to find his own identity, his own group of friends. Now, my oldest, on the other hand, is more like me and less interested in actively participating on social media, but he does spend quite a bit of time watching videos or reading articles on things that interest him, but very seldom will he comment on them publicly. Now, I did completely identify with Sherry Turkle in her talk, Connected but Alone, because people today do want to be together, but somewhere else at the same time. I can't seem to shut my brain off, so I have a really hard time sitting with my family and just watching TV because it doesn't challenge me. It doesn't give me anything to think about or a way to use my brain. So usually when my family gets together after dinner and starts to watch a TV program, I pull out my cell phone and read a book or play a game. Sometimes I look around the room and realize that while the TV may be on, my whole family is physically together, but we're all using our cell phones or playing on a tablet. So we're together, but at the same time, we're somewhere else. And so my digital identity as a game player comes from my busy brain and the feeling of needing to be together but be alone at the same time. The feeling of having something to do that I enjoy while everyone else around me is doing something they enjoy. It's probably the same reason I don't share myself on social media, because I prefer to be alone and private. We actually have a rule in my house that there's no video or audio material recorded at all without verbal consent. Because as funny as my boys are when they start to act up or they have friends over, that's something that I want for me to enjoy. I don't want to share it with the world. I don't think it's anyone else's business. Since I don't spend a lot of time on social media, my performance skills are very weak. What I mean by this is that while some people know exactly what they want to project about themselves on social media, I'm still undecided, so I'm very careful about what I follow or like or share. Hence the identity of social lurker instead of social participator. Now, I think like everyone, I want to present a good social image, so staying away from controversial topics is definitely a must for me. My husband likes to tell me sometimes I speak without thinking. Whether I'm composing an email or texting or considering whether or not I should like a picture posted by someone else, I always make sure to take extra time to think about how others are going to see my response to that. For example, I would tell my sister or my husband that I disliked the way the football coach treats his players, or I didn't like a picture that someone posted on their Facebook page, but I would never say or post anything like that for anyone else to hear or read. But I like to believe that what people see when I'm in public is the same thing they would see when I'm at home. Because if it's not the same, and I'm a different person in public than I am at home, what am I teaching my children? That's what matters to me. So I am a person that I want people to see on social media as the real me. I don't want to present some facade that's unrealistic, especially when it comes to my values and beliefs. But I think that my introvertedness has a lot to do with my lack of social media participation. As Abba Dawasser said in her TED Talk about the digital now, I want to be present in every moment and give every moment my complete attention, especially when it comes to my husband and children, because you can't get those moments back. There may come a time when my boys don't willingly give away their hugs and kisses, and shame on me if I let technology or social media take even one of those hugs or kisses away from me. Because in the end, it's every moment of our life that makes us that complete art that's important. Thank you.